What's up everybody, it's RobinGaming here. So 2015 is finally here. I want to wish you all a happy new year. Hope you had a great time celebrating it. Been careful enough with the fireworks and stuff because you know it can go wrong there with a lot of people every single year. But that being said, I wanted to look back a bit on 2014, the year of 2014, what's been happening, why I think it was such a disappointment, because honestly I think it was a really bad year, to be quite honest with you. And at the same time I also want to look forward to 2015, you know, the things that stand out to me and that I can't wait for. But yeah, I mean, the reason why 2014 was such a disappointment to me, such a bad year, is actually two sides, and it's the two most important sides to me. It was a bad gaming year, you know, we haven't seen that many great, amazing, standout titles, and at the same, the same time, my YouTube channel hasn't really grown in the way I hoped it to be quite honest with you, where I did really decide to upload a lot more, for example. So I'm gonna quickly go into that before I really go into the gaming stuff. So for my YouTube channel I had this big plan to kind of go all out, make videos on an almost daily basis, you know, as much as I could, and where I did succeed in doing that, and where I did probably upload maybe over 150 videos the whole year. The kind of growth of my channel in subscribers and in views really wasn't all that special, and honestly it was less than in the year of 2013, and that might be a little weird, but at the same time it's also very logical, because I used to be a part of the Machinima Respawn channel where I would upload, you know, one video maybe every week, still really putting the focus on my own channel, but at the same time doing that stuff for Machinima, because it really allowed me to grow a little more and stuff. And I think for YouTubers, you know, people sometimes talk about that being a bad thing, that YouTubers want to grow, but I find it really obvious, because of course, I mean, after 3 years of making videos, I'm now uploading 3 videos every single week, and I've been doing that for such a long time. It's really hard to say it's still, you know, that fun or exciting to make a video, because it's become such routine work, you know, for me to do that. And therefore, kind of what I get my enjoyment out of is seeing the growth and seeing people in the comments reacting to everything I say, and you know, posting comments, having discussions with each other, that kind of stuff, this whole community feeling. I think that is really the awesome thing about it, and that is what these days really inspires me to keep going. But yeah, what happened with the whole Machinima thing is kind of that team got fired, the team that was responsible for Machinima, because the channel itself wasn't really doing that well anymore. And you know, therefore I haven't really been uploading any videos for the channel anymore since January of last year, and that really caused my channel not to grow significantly anymore. And that's kind of a shame, but at the same time, December of 2014 was the best year, or sorry, the best month overall in the year for me. So I'm kind of going up again, pretty much, you know, lately I've been going up, I should say, the past couple of months. So I'm happy with where I am, you know. I reached almost 34,000 subscribers now. That's an insane amount. I'm really thankful for all of that. But once again, as a YouTuber, you kind of want that line to, you know, grow and grow and go up, you know, exponentially grow, I should say. So I hope 2015 can bring me that. But yeah, at the same time, you know, I'm just gonna keep going, and we'll see where I get with all the support I've been getting recently. And for example, you know, I kind of had to start my Patreon page, because financially wasn't really going well either anymore because of that decline in growth and stuff. But you know, at the same time, I have a good couple of people who really support me, and I really appreciate all of that. Yeah, that's kind of the stuff that keeps me going, and therefore I'm still really happy with where I am, and I just hope that it can become even better this year. But you know, in terms of gaming, of course we all know it was a pretty disappointing year. We just haven't had that many standout titles. Games like Uncharted 4, Batman, Metal Gear Solid that will be coming out this year. It's just of a whole different kind of level than anything really that came out last year. And so in the beginning, you know, of the year, it was a really silent period where nothing really exciting came out. But I still had my gems that I played and really enjoyed. For example, I got a lot of my enjoyment out of games like Tomb Raider and Rayman Legends especially, and then also Watch Dogs, where people said it was a disappointment. I thought it was great fun and still a really good open world game. Then The Last of Us Remastered came out in the summer. That was great because it still made me able to play some awesome multiplayer matches during the summer break, of course. And at the end of the year, of course, we had the big titles like Destiny, Far Cry, Assassin's Creed, Call of Duty, the typical stuff, which, once again, it is the typical stuff. It is not the kind of like the games that blow you away. No, it's just a little bit more of the same, but at the same time a little better as well. So I still really enjoyed playing all these games, but it just wasn't really a year that was that exciting, you know, no real big games that came out. But that brings me to 2015, which is a super exciting year, and I've already mentioned a couple of games now, but at the same time add to that stuff like The Witcher 3, and in the beginning of the year actually The Order and Bloodborne are games that I'm really looking forward to. The Order because it's such a cinematic experience and I really like those games. It's also a third-person shooter with a you know, it heavily relies on the story, and those type of games, that's really, you know, meant for me. I love those type of games, so I can't wait to play that. Battlefield Hardline will be coming out. I'm not sure if I will be picking it up, but, you know, it is a new Battlefield game. I'm a big fan of the series. I'm just not, you know, that crazy excited about Hardline in particular. But then there is also Bloodborne, and where I initially wasn't really that much of a fan of Demon's Souls, which I played, I still really want to give Bloodborne like another chance. I feel like, you know, this series, it maybe isn't for me, but it still deserves for me to play it a little more and see if I maybe do actually like it. Because what I noticed with a lot of these games is that the first few hours I play it and then I'm not crazy excited over it, but the more I get into it, the better it gets. And I hope Bloodborne will be one of those cases where, you know, right now I really don't think the game suits me that much, but I have a feeling that if I do end up playing it more, I might actually end up enjoying it more, and I think it's too good of a game to really skip out on. And in the summer I'm also planning to give Batman a go, even though I'm not a fan of superheroes, I'm not a fan of Batman in particular. I only heard like great things about these games, and therefore I recognize when a game is going to be good. But yeah, it's especially the end of the year with stuff like Uncharted 4 obviously, and then Metal Gear Solid, we don't really know when it's going to be releasing, but those games are no doubt what I'm looking forward to the most in a year. You know, and I've already talked a bit about this, but other stuff like TV series, you know, Better Call Saul, I can't wait for 2015. I think that, you know, if you look at my channel right now where the line is going up and I'm really growing again, I can't wait to see what I will be achieving in this year. And at the same time, in terms of games, this is really where next gen is going to start. You know, these are the type of games I wanted to see on these platforms, and they're finally coming out. I can't wait for it. So that was kind of like my look back and my look forward of 2014 and 2015. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments what you are looking forward to in 2015, and at the same time if 2014 disappointed you as much as it did to me. And then with that being said, I would like to thank you a lot for watching, and hope to see you again next time.